He's the dude who's in the mood to pull some carp out for you. He's the dude who's in the mood to show you just what to do. For Canny Carper.
Well, good morning all. We're back at the island swim again. Haven't been back since they did the work over on the island there. They've trimmed it up nicely. Looks much better than it used to. Let's hope the fish feel the same way. Here's a different camera angle. How are we going with this one? Do we like this? Yeah, I suppose it's not bad. You can watch the rods instead of me. And if while I'm talking we get a bite, then hey, you get to share in the experience with me. So we'll see how we go. This is part of my new regime of trying to change the production values of my videos. Now I've got Gypsy John's wonderful intro extra music. I'm inspired to do something different. Well, this is nice. Trouble is, there's not a breath of wind, there's not a sign of fish. Actually, I tell a lie. I have seen two fish jumping on. The first fish jumped just where my bait was, and then the second fish jumped where my bait now is. So, yeah, they're teasing me, I think. Not a lot I can do about that, I suppose. Just keep at it. Maybe they like the smell of those cat biscuits and the chook pellets. I don't know. Have to wait and see. One observation I can make is today is that all those diving birds. You remember I've been raving on, and I'm a big fan of the Australasian darter, and there's 4 pair now on this lake complex, and they've all chosen to go fishing in the other lake, which is the more shallow lake, and it's not covered in green algae. This lake is full of green algae now, and I'm starting to think that's maybe the reason that the fish aren't biting at the moment. But once the algae goes, then we'll be able to make a better decision about that. But yeah, the diving birds, they're not silly. They're in the cleaner water over the other side, and that's where I was yesterday, but still didn't get any bites. So the whole complex is really low, not low, really really quiet at the moment, I suppose, fish-wise. Everyone I talk to that comes here fishing, they all say the same thing, and they say it's been the same for a month or two, and that's been my experience as well. I've had fish, as you know. I've had my PB, I've had a PB equaler, and I've had that very nice mirror carp that I was extremely excited about. But since then, it's been slim pickings. I had one double, I think, and an 8-pounder. But yeah, March was pretty slow. April, don't know. We're now in autumn, so the theory goes that the carp start feeding up, ready to hibernate over winter. Whether they hibernate over winter here in Australia or not, I don't know, but they must get slower, I suppose. You know, just like any living thing, isn't it? You need rest and relaxation, and I suppose they change with the seasons just like every other animal does in Australia. So we'll have to see how we go. But yeah, that's my excuse for the day, is the green algae on this lake. I can see it. I won't show you know what green algae looks like, but yeah, there's a lot of it. And I'm near the aerator, so hopefully that's going to keep the fish alive, and you know, any carp that's in trouble is going to whip over to the aerator and suck in a few great gillfuls of cleaner water. If it is cleaner water over there, I don't know. Does the aerator clean the water? Probably not. So interesting times, still learning. It's good to know that you can still learn after all these decades on the planet. And yeah, just hopeful that we'll get a fish today. Well, let's quickly show you the that's the Zieg lure I've been using. It's a bug. You can see that when it dries out, there's it's a water boatman. Look at that. That's good, isn't it? And that floats and tries to lure in a fish to grab it, but it hasn't. So I'm going to try some corn. Beautiful cast. Right where I needed it to be. Not the biggest fish I've ever caught. In fact, it's the smallest fish I've had out of this, smallest carp I've had out of this lake. But look at this. Look at the colours on him. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. Look at those lovely colours. Lovely fish. Look at that. Oh. So that baby carp was caught on this rig. As you can see, the topper hanging off the hook there. So yeah, topper works again. I think I'll change the other rod over to it now. Okay, just preparing the bait to go out again. What we got? Artificial imitation vanilla flavouring. Whoa. Well, worked last time. Hopefully it'll work this time. And here's my second rig being changed over. I'm going to use 2 toppers on this float. On this rig. I don't know why. I just am. Just fancy using 2 toppers and seeing what that does. Having them a bit skewed off centre like that. See what I mean? It's yeah. At least the carp's going to be able to see there's 2 of them there. Whoa, that was a nice surprise. I seem to be surprised by every fish I catch, but yeah, that was a surprise. It went off like an absolute train. I thought, wow, here we go, here's a double. And as soon as I picked it up and got into it, just came to the net. But that's what little Crucian carp do, I suppose. It's a shame we couldn't have seen the colours. The colours were magnificent. The sun's out. If the sun hadn't been out, you would have seen those colours on it. It was beautiful, dark all across its shoulders and down its back, and then turned into a most magnificent golden colour that you saw on the flanks and the belly of it. Lovely little thing. Hope that grows into something worthwhile catching later on. Crucians, yeah, not great battlers, are they? They don't grow to any great size either, but so I'm not sure if in here it'll grow to an unnaturally large size for a Crucian. I wouldn't think so. However, time will tell. That's the second Crucian I've had out of this lake. I've had one before. I've had 3 mirrors now, 2 Crucians, and the rest are all commons. And very welcome, I might add. So that was on a topper, single topper. You've seen me put in the other rod now on the double topper. So let's see how it goes. Vanilla flavouring. Not sure if that contributed to it, but I'm not going to stop now. So that Crucian came from the right-hand section of this swim, which is as you look at over near the island, but not close to. It's in a section where the deeper pro showed me that it's very little weed, and yeah, I suppose we saw the outcome of that. Got about 2 inches from the hook to the till the putty, so perhaps it was off the bottom, wafting or wafting, who knows. But yeah, that topper was successful. Grotty looking old topper. It's discoloured. It's obviously lost all its flavour, I'd imagine, but Crucian still thought it was attractive, and yeah. Well, I just saw a very large fish leave the water. Oh, looked to me like it, I'm not sure, but it looked to me like it was a good mid-double at least. It had that colouring, the dark on the top, the real white belly as it came out, and there was a broad belly. The belly seemed to look like it was a good 6 inches across. I don't know. Gives you hope. Well, guess what? After yesterday's success, I've had a delivery of wafters that I had ordered. So I'm starting out today with one rod with 2 toppers on it, and one rod with a wafter on it, as you can see here. We'll see how we go. Well, as promised, new specs. Diddy! Look at that. You can see my eyes still, which is good, but I'm getting the required amount of glare reduction, shall we say. So far they feel good. Been driving in them, they're great. So photochromatic lenses, yeah. Courtesy of Optical Oasis in Mentone. Now this is in Australia, so if you're watching this overseas, that's no good to you. But Ewan Stillwell, he's my optometrist. Great optometrist, really caring, really thorough. And his dispensing staff are magnificent too. So hence these new frames. Yeah. I'm told they're retro. Yeah, I'm retro. What man over 60 isn't retro? Whoa, just what I was hoping for. The wind's got up a bit. Got some cut on the water now. It's coming in at me from it's coming in about 11 o'clock from where I'm fishing, so I'm in the right posse. It's blowing, if there's anything going to get blown over towards me, it's going to get blown towards me, as opposed to fish getting blown away from me. But we'll have to see how we go. Just recast the right hand rod with the wafter on it, and you can, if you look middle screen, that's exactly, middle of the screen is exactly where the bait is. It's just off that island. Oh, just off. It's at least a rod length away from the island, but it might be 2. And hopefully fresh bag of cat food and chook pellets, and a nice banana wafter is going to attract a fish. Let's see. Well, in the best tradition of fishing blogs, I think I'm sitting on an ant's nest. Getting more and more little black visitors crawling up my arm. Oh dear. The joys of fishing, eh? GoPro, start recording.
Not even.
Whew. GoPro, stop recording. Well, first fish on the banana wafter. It's a dumbbell wafter, and there's the fish. Beautiful. Look at him, a nice 10-pounder. Just on 10 pounds. Nice double. Beautiful stuff. And as we put him down there, the wafter has just come out of his mouth. And there it is. Proof. These things work. Excellent, excellent. So I've waited about 4 hours for that bite. Very happy, obviously, and great to see a fish like this come out of here. One more look at him. Oh, he's arcing up now, or she. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Back here again, third day on the swim. So, Crucian on the first day, then I got the double yesterday, Let's see what this day brings. So, we were promised showers, perhaps. That looks a bit more than showers to me. Anyway, we'll see. Hopefully I'm being overly pessimistic, but it looks like I'm about to get a good soaking. So that bit of weather's passed, and we've got blue skies on the horizon, which is wonderful, as long as the sun stays covered in cloud, and it's sort of is up there. But yeah, so that weather's moving across, hopefully making the carp hungry. Well, here's the future. Here's the weather that's coming towards us. And jump in this time machine and we look to the past. And there's the storm that's heading away from us. Well, not a storm, heavy shower. Heavy enough to test out the old brolly. Looking a bit battered and worn, but never mind. Still feeling good about the chances. Prospects are looking up. Oh, look at now, these how many of our friends up in the tree? 3 of them. 3 Australasian darters. Beautiful. Look at this, the 3 white ducks. Sort of, oh, they were chasing that black coot out the way then. Look at those. Good to see them still around, isn't it? Well, where else are they going to go? This is where they live. I wonder if they're saying the same about me. Oh, he's getting a bit insistent, I think. Come this way. Don't go that way. Well, I said I'd get back to you. Sadly, without a fish. However, yeah, it's been an okay day. It's rained a couple of times. It's probably going to rain again this afternoon. I think I'm calling quits for the day. That's it for me. And so a blank day today, unfortunately. But yeah, a few fish in the video, so that's good. So if you wouldn't mind, please hit subscribe. And I've probably asked that more than once in this video, which is probably poor form, but never mind, eh? And let's go out with Gypsy John and the Canny Carper theme. See you later.
He's the dude who's in the mood to pull some carp out for you. He's the dude who's in the mood to show you just what to do.